But unfortunately, and I have to address this now because, now, once I got contacted by them and, first thing I did was like, cool, no problem. I didn't have to have an attorney to talk to them on the phone. Um, and I explained to them that, yes, I've made these videos on it. I've also made my videos of specifically available, and you guys will probably be hearing about this for the first time, but I've talked about this on Instagram before. I've made my videos available to other law enforcement agencies and departments in the United States to be able to use for training purposes. Any law enforcement agency can email me and I'll give them a release or a license to be able to use the videos. Um, so they know what, if a cop pulls somebody over, they know what to look for. They know what one of these devices looks like so they can catch somebody that's stealing these fucking cars. Now, some people are going to say, well, TK, that's fucked up. That's kind of like you're working with the police. Well, look, so be it, man. There's a time and a place for that. If we're out at a bar or we're out on the street, like in Beale Street in Memphis, and someone's getting their ass beat, or it's just a fight between two men, and the cops walk up to me and ask me if I saw anything, nah, that's not my business. But here's what is my business. If you're in a community that I fuck with, or what I like to call a family, a group of people that I associate with and that I consider a family, and you want to be in that group, but then you're stalking and stealing cars from the very people that you fuck with, you can call that whatever you want. If by me providing these videos to law enforcement to help them stop our cars from getting stolen, if you think that's telling, well, one, you can go eat a dick and choke on them shits. And two, if you don't like it, when you see me somewhere at a meet, come see me. That's real simple. Just come see me. Now, let me address the issue. So one of the other things that was brought up by the law enforcement agency, the person that I spoke to, was, did you know, did you provide like any technology or da da da? And I said no. And I'm also not stupid. I was getting snitch vibes from Shaker Girl 797, and yes, I'm saying her name, when she hit me up. Now, when she hit me up on Instagram first, and then went over to like a texting platform. She asked me to call. Whatever I tried to call, went to voicemail. We started texting, and then we ended up having a phone call. But when she started asking me like what the frequency was for the key fobs, but then she told me the frequency, so she knew it. I think she was trying to confirm it. And when she was asking me like, well, do you have a link to eBay, or can you tell me where you bought, the box you got to do your video? No. And I said, look, I specifically made that video for tutorial purposes to keep people from getting their cars stolen. But I also said this stuff is all readily available with a very simple Google search on the internet. And that's the other problem. And this is the problem that Dodge needs to address. They need to harden the systems on these cars. Now, I've even had dealers reach out to me and sorry if you hear loud booms. I promise there's nobody killing anybody outside, but they're live firing shells on post at the moment. So there's nothing I can do about that. So, here's the thing. Dodge needs to do a lot more to secure their cars. And I've talked to dealers. I've had dealerships reach out to me since this video has come out and said, hey, can you, if we fly you out, can you show us some stuff that would make our cars harder to steal? And I've talked about this multiple times in multiple videos. There's a couple of things you can do. Now, dealers are not going to install a bunch of neutral strap locks from my dude, Destroyer 1320. I'm going to link to him as well in the description down below. If you have a Dodge, an automatic, a Challenger, or a Charger, one of these little neutral strap plates that he sells could keep your car from having that neutral strap pulled and pushed away and stolen. But a couple different things that car dealerships could do, and I just tell them, you don't have to fly me out. I just tell them, I was like, do this, 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 and this. It's like 4 simple things. 1, lock your fucking keys up and don't put them in a Mickey Mouse ass box in your dealership. In some cases, I tell people, cell phone stores have safes, right? Go buy a fucking safe. is the safe. Here's the thing. It's the end of the day. Why do your keys need to be available? They don't need to be available. Put them in the fucking safe. If you put them in the safe, it also is going to kill a lot of that signal for them to get out. But another thing you should do is put them in a Faraday box, then put them in a safe, or put them in a Faraday pouch, and then put them in a safe. What that does is nobody's able to hit that shit with a repeater from outside or some of these really strong repeaters that car theft rings use now. So again, it's common sense, but a lot of car dealers are like, well, fuck it, I have insurance, I don't care. And for that, it sucks because other businesses or other car, small mom and pop dealerships that also have businesses end up paying higher rates because you scumbags at the larger dealerships just don't want to do the common sense shit to protect your cars. But I digress. I'm getting off track. Let me get back to what we're talking about. But yes, I've made these videos and methods and stuff available to car dealers to help them protect themselves from also car thefts. But anywho's, so I don't even know what her actual name is, by the way. Well, I do now because of the report, but when she hit me up. So here's the thing. This girl followed me on Instagram. I'm not a super large creator on Instagram. I have a much larger TikTok and a much larger YouTube following. But anyway, she followed me on Instagram. I ended up following her back on Instagram. And I think we liked each other's posts or maybe jumped in each other's live streams on Instagram here or there, but I never got to meet this chick in person. So it was an immediate red flag when I get the contact asking me like, hey, I got a question. And then we switch to text and you're telling me, where could I buy one of these repeater boxes? I just want to do some testing. And I'm thinking, okay, you're a content creator. But then I go to her YouTube channel and you ain't posted nothing in like fucking forever, right? So you don't post videos on your YouTube channel. You've never covered anything like this on your Instagram or anything else. Red flags are going off like a motherfucker. So no, I'm not going to help you figure out where you're going to get one of these boxes. And then she admits that she already has one. And she already knows what the frequency is for the key fobs. And I'm like, well, then you already know. Well, I don't know how to program it. Well, first she said, well, we don't. Well, I don't know. And that's when she slipped up. I don't know how to program it. That's a bad look. But anywho's. Now, here's the thing. Just because, and let me also be clear, just because somebody has one of these repeater boxes does not mean that they're stealing cars. Am I going out actively stealing cars? Fuck no. The repeater box was literally used for these videos that I showed you guys on how easy it was for you to pull signal from your key from in your house and drive away with your, someone could drive away with your car. Or the other video, which is built directly into the car on how quick somebody could just break into your car and program a key and be down the fucking road with your car. All of these things, like I said, are readily available on the internet. They're not even on the dark web. They're on the regular internet. Like, you could just Google for this shit. Now, this is a problem for Dodge, and I've said this multiple times. Like, Dodge needs to institute better security. And look, law enforcement agencies, y'all could help with this. If y'all started busting Dodge's motherfucking balls, because look, let's be honest. Do you think these cops are happy that these because someone steals the Hellcat and then they go knock over a bank or go do some other shit and then the cops can't catch them? Why? Because the cops' cars are pussified. We all know that your Explorers and shit top out at 115 or whatever the fuck it is. And we all know that your Dodge Chargers with V6s in them suck ass and you're not catching anybody in those cars. We know this. So that's why they hate when people are stealing these Hellcats and these Scat Packs and shit, because you could just run. They got no wins. None. Zero. But we also see, like now, North Carolina, the state troopers are starting to get Hellcats. Why? Because now they have to have a comparable car to be able to keep up with motherfuckers that run from them. So, like I said, and I also said when I did the post that I've been contacted by like 26 other motherfuckers on Instagram. And it caused me to make the Instagram story and post that I posted, I guess earlier this morning, saying I'm going to put all you motherfuckers on blast. Because here's the thing. Don't hit me up on Instagram. You don't know me. I've never interacted with you at all. and you just hit me up out of the blue because you see a video has got over 250,000 views on how easy these cars are stolen, and you see that it's something that can actually be done, and you hit me up trying to get tools or whatever to fuck over other people in your community that you're supposed to be part of. Nah, man. And I get it if it was like, hey, I'm a content creator. I like to collab with you and do a video on this to let people in my community or maybe my subscriber base know about it. That would be different. But when you hit me up and you're like, hey, could you send me a link on where I could buy one of these boxes? Or could you shoot me a link to the video that showed you how to do what you... No. Fuck no. No, man. And look, I reached out to David first. David's my attorney. And I said, yo, should I just drop everybody's names in their fucking Instagram accounts in the description down below so that other people in the Mopar community could be looking at these motherfuckers now and be like, you might be stealing cars, bro. But no, this is like your one and only motherfucking pass. That's it. Because some people are persistent. Some people have been persistent and literally DMing me like a motherfucker. And I'm going to be honest with you. In the event that a law enforcement agency serves me with a subpoena or a court serves me with a subpoena and asks me to produce y'all motherfuckers that are DMing me and constantly asking me about these repeater boxes and where to get them from, I'm going to provide that shit. I'm gonna fucking honor that motherfucking subpoena and provide that shit. So, there's your warning. Don't send me a fucking DM asking me for where you can find car theft tools. Because one, that's a fucking scumbag move. And two, you're a sucker. Okay? Get a job. Continue to grind. Hustle. Work. Do whatever you're doing. And go buy a fucking Hellcat. Why the fuck do you want to go steal somebody else's car just to front on the gram? Just to front on the gram. And then now you look like a goddamn fool going to jail. Ain't that some shit? Come on, man. Now, look, do I have any personal animosity towards Shaker Girl 797? No, I have no personal animosity to her. I'm a little pissed that you weren't just trying to do testing and you were actively stealing people's fucking cars. Or if you weren't stealing people's cars, you were contacting me to try to get the methods to give to whoever you fuck with that steals cars. And here's the thing. That girl got a $1,000 bond for multiple felony counts. Armed robbery in Charlotte over some dude's Hellcat Charger and a $1,000 bond. I'll let you do the math on that one. Now, I'm not really keen on a lot of state crime cases or whatever, or maybe because she's a skinny white chick, she got a $1,000 bond. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe in Boca Raton, the motherfuckers are just soft, and they gave her a $1,000 bond so she could bond out and report up here to North Carolina, or maybe they extradited her right away and they came down and picked her up. I don't know, but all I can tell you is this: if you have a serious crime that's a felony, and you only get a $1,000 bond, that don't look good. Now, I'm not going to say that that person's telling, but if you get out and you want to come fuck around my circle or my people, you better have your paperwork, and I better be able to verify it with what XYZ court, because more than likely, you're telling. You're now a witness for the state. More than likely. Now, I'm not saying that she is. I'm being honest. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, in all of my 40 plus years, I've never seen anybody get pinched for a fucking being part of a car theft ring and an armed robbery and only get a $1,000 bond. Now, that might have been just for Florida. I don't know. And maybe she had to do something else up here. Evidently, she does other video content like I do. And evidently has enough money, which is also really asinine to me, because if you're already getting money like this off the internet, whether it's from and look, before someone gets in the comments and is like, oh, OnlyFans, this and this, I have OnlyFans. I do OnlyFans. I make more money from my OnlyFans than my YouTube, and you guys know I make over almost $30,000 a month every month off YouTube. So, yeah. But if you're making this kind of money Or if you're making OnlyFans money, why the fuck are you stealing cars? Why are you driving some stolen shit? And then, you admitted in the police report that you knew it was stolen after they read you your rights. That's fucking stupid. But you admitted that you knew it was stolen at that point. So you knew it was stolen, but you still put your name on the fucking car. And you're driving a stolen car when you could just buy one. I don't get it. Shit don't add up to me. So, look, it is what it is, man. I wanted to address it. And y'all other 26 motherfuckers, and if you think I'm lying, if you think I'm lying, let me just give you a taste. If you think I'm lying, yeah, no, it shows people's accounts. I guess I could do this at a distance, right? All of these right here, all of these accounts right here that have been sending fucking DMs, all of these are people that were DMing me, asking me about this shit, asking where they could get these things. And I have them in their own little folder. So yeah, do not send me a message asking me about that. Because look, I said this before, and I'm not like, I got a lot of friends that live in Detroit, and I know some of them kids are stick-up kids and all kinds of shit. I understand people got to do whatever they got to do to survive. I get it. All right. And I don't have any sympathy for a dealership that doesn't protect. God damn, they're selling the shit out of stuff out here. I don't have any sympathy for dealerships that don't protect their assets. I don't. I'm sorry. But individuals that, people like me or you or your friends that invest their hard-earned money and time into these cars, and then you're just gonna like finesse them and steal it. Nah, I don't fuck with that. I think that's a dick. I think that's a bitch move and a scumbag move. And like I said, if you don't like it, I'm outside on a regular basis. Come see me. It is what it is. That said, I spoke on what I needed to speak on with it. I asked the detective that called me from Maryland if it was cool for me to talk about the situation. And he was like, yeah, have at. But I'm sure I'll probably get contacted by Charlotte at some point too. We're not the best of friends. And I'm sure I'll probably get contacted by other agencies. I mean, I've already made it clear. I think I told you guys I gave these videos to the Plano Police Department, the Arlington Police Department. What's the other one? Denton, I think is it. What it is, Denton, in Texas alone. The Topeka, Kansas Police Department, and then a few other sheriff's department. I gave them access. I gave them a license to use my videos. And I will continue to do that. So if you happen to be from a law enforcement agency and you're like, hey, would really like to use your videos for training, or, maybe you need some hands-on training, it's something that I'm going to be looking at setting up. And some of you guys that are just stone cold criminals are not going to like that. And I don't give a fuck. Sorry. This shit of these Mopars getting stolen is just out of fucking hand. And it's ridiculous. And I'm kind of sick of it. And it's why I didn't buy another. It's why I don't have a Mopar right now. I went back to BMW because I'm tired of the fuck shit. Every time I was driving in my Challenger, if I didn't have the license plate that I had now, which the license plate I got now, it gets me out of trouble. This is big facts. But if, when I was driving a Challenger, I would get looks, man. And the cops will follow you for a while and see if you're being stupid or doing something dumb. And they will pull your ass over sometimes on GP because you drive a Mopar. I'm sick of that shit. Sick of that shit. You know how many times I've been pulled over in the BMW? You know how many times the cops have looked at me in the BMW? And guess what else? I can do all kinds of dumb shit in the BMW. Haul ass, do what the fuck I want, and they don't even look at me. So, like I said, it is what it is. I've addressed it. I wanted to talk about it. Again, I got no personal animosity towards Shaker Girl 797. And I don't give a fuck one way or the other whether she's guilty or not. I don't care. She didn't steal my shit. But I also understand that I saw Knockout 360's video, and you gotta be a little mad about shit like that. I'm not a sucker. I already know like where I'm at. And if there's a female that's at a different level playing field, don't get it twisted. I'm gonna bust your guts out. But I'm not taking you to my house. I think I covered this in another video. I'm taking you to a hotel and I'm putting your goddamn ankles on the headboard and I'm gonna bust your ass out. But no, I'm not taking you to my house where you could rob me and steal my shit. Sorry. I think Meek Mill made a song. There's levels to this shit. Yeah, I play in my levels. All right. So I know y'all gonna be like this motherfucker, and you laughing, but it's real life though. This is facts. So with that said, again, like I said, I have no personal animosity towards that girl. I just I can't fuck with people like that. No disrespect. I just can't fuck with people like that. It's either one way or the other. Either she's actually stealing cars or she's telling. And either way, sorry, I can't fuck with that. And now I'm being dragged into shit where I have to talk to somebody or answer questions because you have a conversation in your phone where you messaged me and asked me to call you. That's not a good look, sweetheart. So with that said, I stand on what I said. Some people ain't gonna like it. Some people are gonna say T-Cat's fucked up, that you'd be willing to help the police or create a training program or give your videos to the police to try to keep them, to try to help them. Well, then we don't see eye to eye, and that's okay. We can agree to disagree, and you ain't gotta watch my channel. You ain't gotta fuck with me, follow me. You ain't gotta say shit to me, and I respect that. But for those that do respect what I'm talking about, and you're on the whole let's not get our cars stolen shit, hit the thumbs up button, hit the subscribe button, and I'm sure the comments is going to be a slinging shit show, and I'm okay with it. I'm here for it. I will be right down there handing out bags of dicks. By the way, since we're here doing it, if you know somebody that actively likes to steal cars or does other shit or other scumbag activities, feel free to send them a bag of dicks from dicksbymail.com. Use the coupon code DRUNKDICKS and get 30% off. And if you think I'm just laughing or making a joke right now, I'm dead serious. With that said, thank you guys very much for watching. I think I addressed this enough. You other 26 motherfuckers that have been in my DM box, this is your one reprieve. I get any more DMs from, and I got a separate folder already set up. Any of you motherfuckers DM me anymore, asking me about that shit, asking where you can get those tools, I'm gonna start putting you in that folder. And I'll make regular update videos. Or I'll just drop your shit on my social media so that motherfuckers know that you're a thief. And if you don't like that, tough shit. Don't hit me up about that shit. Period. Because it ain't just me posting you on social media. I'm pretty sure that these law enforcement agencies that are paying attention now are gonna want that list too. And I will give it to them. So don't contact me about it. See y'all on the next one.